Hey, good day, everyone. Today's math lesson is on area, the area of a rectangle. Today's learning target is I can find the area of a rectangle. Here we have two ways to define area. The first way here in the blue box says the space inside a two-dimensional shape. Area is the space inside a two-dimensional shape. Over here, we have another definition for area. Area is the measure of the region inside a closed boundary. That's a much more vocabulary, math wordy kind of definition. They mean the same thing. The area is a space inside a two-dimensional shape. So, one way to find the area of a rectangle is to count the squares. One way to find the area of a rectangle is to count the squares. So let's take a look at this first rectangle here in red. As we can see, there's a whole lot of squares in it. If we count them, we'll find the amount of space inside that rectangle. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There are 30 squares inside this rectangle. So we say the area of the rectangle is equal to 30 square units. All right, let's do another one. Let's take a look at this blue lined rectangle over here. So if we count the squares inside this rectangle, we will find the area of the rectangle. Let's do that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the area of this rectangle is equal to 8 square units. And I can write that in a different way. I can write the word unit squared. Squared. 8 units squared. That's another way to write the same thing as I did over here. Okay, let's take a look at one more rectangle. This rectangle has some squares inside of it. We can count those up. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the area of this rectangle, oh my, why can't I keep writing? The area of this rectangle is 6 square units, or units squared. So one way to find the area of a rectangle is to count the squares inside the rectangle. That'll give you the amount of space inside the rectangle. Let's try it again. I want you to try this time. All right? Take a moment, pause right now, and try to find the area of these rectangles by counting the squares. Hit pause, find your answers, and then come back to see if you were correct. Go ahead. Okay, welcome back. Here we go. In this red triangle here, let me go ahead and get my marker ready to go here. And let's zoom up on this. Let's zoom up. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to start with this red rectangle here. We're going to count the squares. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh, look at that. There are 30 square units inside this rectangle. The area of this rectangle is 30 square units. Let's go to the blue-lined rectangle. Now here, oh, look, it looks like I got some missing pieces. Let's see if we can imagine those squares. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then if I imagine like a dotted line coming over here and here, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yep, so I imagine those lines. Yeah, there they are. And there's 22 squares in all. All right, so the area of this rectangle is 22 units squared. Uh-oh, I can't write squared. Oh no, squared units. Let's see if I can try this again. I'm struggling to draw. Units squared. Oh my, let me erase. Let's erase everything here. Let's try this again. All right, units squared. Oh no. Oh man. Units squared. Okay, good. Now, this last triangle on this slide, let's take a look at this yellow line triangle. We only have one line for us, but we know there's many more squares, so we need to imagine the other lines here, right? They go like that. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The area of this rectangle is 8 square. Oh my, I'm struggling to write 8 square units. There we go. Okay, so what if there are no squares to count? What if you just have rectangles? Because very rarely do we get rectangles filled with squares that are countable. What if they look like this? Well, let's take a look at this red diagrammed rectangle right here. Okay, this one right there. If there are no squares in a rectangle, then oftentimes you will have measurements of 2 or more of the sides. And in this case, we do. We have a measurement for this side here and a measurement for this side here. This side here, called the width of the rectangle, is 3 inches. And the length of the rectangle here is 5 inches. And the way we can begin to figure out the area of this rectangle is to draw those lines in, couldn't we? So if we did that, let's see, 3 inches means there's got to be 3 bars across like this. And 5 inches means there's got to be 5 bars across like this. Oh, these aren't very equal, but I get the idea. So now I have, let's see, I can count them up. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 squares, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 squares. 15. 15. The area of this rectangle is equal to 15 square units. Now, wait a second. I noticed something. Do you notice the same thing I notice? There's 3 rows of 5 squares. So that's 3 groups of 5. There's a group of 5 here. There's another group of 5 here, and another one here. So it's like multiplying 3 times 5. And look at that. If I multiplied 3 times 5, I get 15, which is the same amount of square units I found when I counted. I wonder if that'll apply to the next rectangle. Let's check it out. Let's see if we can figure out the area of this rectangle without counting squares or even drawing squares. Let's see, we multiplied 3 times 5 here. I wonder if I multiplied 2 times 10, what would I get? 2 times 10, what is that? Yes, 20. 20. Uh-oh. 20 miles squared, or 20 square miles. Interesting. Interesting. So let's see this was 2 miles. So that means I needed 2 columns. And this was 10 miles, so I needed 10 columns. Yikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. Oh no. Back up, back up, back up. Let's see here. Put that back where it was. Close enough. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, those are really uneven, but that's okay. Mathematically, it helps me to understand this problem. If I were to count, then I would have gotten, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That is exactly what I got when I multiplied the length times the width. All right, I think we might be onto something here. Let's try another one. Yep. To find the area of a rectangle, it says here. To find the area inside a rectangle, multiply the length times the width. And that's what we're going to do. So check this out. The length here is 4, right? These are the same. These are parallel sides. So the length is 4. And the width is 4. That must mean every side's the same length. So this must be a square. Oh, so I get it. This is a square. This is a special kind of rectangle, a square. And let's see, we have 4 centimeters here times another 4 centimeters here. So 4 times 4. Well, what is 4 times 4? I'm glad I'm doing my reflex math because I quickly know that it's 16. 4 times 4 is 16. The area of this square is 16 centimeters squared. And if I were to draw, let's see, 4 by 4 and count up all the squares, I would get 16. Let's do another one. Let's see, this rectangle has a length and a width. Its length is 11 feet and its width is 6 feet. So we have to multiply, let's see, 11 times 6. Again, reflex math coming in handy here. Let's see. I know that my 11's table, so it's 66. And the unit is feet. 66 feet squared. That's the area of the blue. And again, if I were to draw my lines out and count, I could. But boy, counting 66 square feet would take a long time. So I'm glad I've learned to multiply the length times the width. That's coming in handy. Let's try another one. I want you to try this one. Go ahead and pause this video and try by multiplying the length times the width to find the area of this rectangle. Go ahead. I'll be here when you get back. Welcome back. Did you get it? Let's find out. All right, so let's see. We have a length of 5 yards. So let's see, that's 5 yards. And we have a width of 4 yards. 4 yards. So 5 times 4. Oh, reflex. Thank you very much. 5 times 4 is 20 yards squared. And don't forget the squared part. That means you're talking about area. 20 yards squared. Good job. And to prove it to ourselves, if we want to real quick, we could have drawn our lines and divided this rectangle up into 5 columns and 4 rows and counted up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We would have gotten the same answer. All right, try another one. Here we go. Try this one. Pause the video. Find the area of this rectangle. I'll be here when you get back, and we'll talk about the answer. Did you get it? Welcome back. Let's see what you did. All right, so we have here a rectangle that is 3 kilometers in length by 8 kilometers in width. So 3 times 8, 24 kilometers squared. Yes. Great work. Let's try another one. Pause the video. Work out the area of this rectangle. Looks a little trickier. And I'll be here when you get back to talk about it. Okay. Well, did you get it? Let's find out. I only see one measurement here. What is going on? Only one measurement, 7 inches. Well, you know what? One of the clues I'm looking at is that the width and the length, they all look the same to me. I wonder if there's only one measurement. I wonder if that's trying to tell me that every side is the same. They're all 7 inches. In which case, this would be a square. And so the length would be 7 inches and the width would be 7 inches. And so I need to multiply 7 times 7. So reflex math, help me out. 49. 7 times 7 is 49 inches squared. All right, one last one for right now. Try this one. And I'll be back to talk about it. Pause the video. All right, welcome back. Here we go. Oh, let's see. Oh, wait a second. You tricked me, Mr. G. I thought you were making them harder and harder. Let's find out how this one went. All right, let's see. It looks like we got a width of 1 and a length of 12. So 12 miles times 1 mile. 12 times 1, that's 12 miles squared. Okay. So let's talk about this. Let's go back here. Can I go back? I want to review with you right here. Here we go. To find the area inside a rectangle, right here, multiply the length times the width. All right. And if there are no measurements, then what you can do is, as we learned before, you can count the squares, just like we started this video doing. All right. So we got some assignments for you. Look in Google Classroom for the rest of your directions and your practice work. Be sure to turn it in the Google Classroom so I can see it, and let me know if you need any help. Bye.